Hi, how are you?
I'm very good. How you doing?
Great. Before we get down to business, I want to congratulate you about baby Olivia.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you.
How are you handling diaper duty these days?
Like a pro. Like a pro. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Now, no pun intended, but let's switch to a topic about your Voices of UC. Tell me how you got involved with this and why is it so personal to you?
Voices of UC is a campaign to bring awareness to a condition called ulcerative colitis, which is a condition that my mother suffered from in silence for years. It's a chronic condition of the digestive system. It affects over 500,000 Americans. It can be very painful, and one of the major side effects is it kind of makes people who suffer from it leery of wandering too far from the nearest bathroom. So it's not something people really like to talk about, but it's important that they're honest with their doctors about it. They just conducted a survey which found that over a third of people who have ulcerative colitis were at first misdiagnosed, and then on average it took them 1.5 years and 3 different doctors to finally get the correct diagnosis and get some treatment.
So, how did your mom come out to you about this, so to speak?
You know, my dad actually told me.
Ah.
Yeah, and there's a there's a great website called voicesofUC.com which gives you information on how to talk to your doctor and how to broach this subject. One of the other crazy statistics that they found out was that half of the patients reported at least 3 or more flare-ups per year, whereas the doctors who treated them reported that only 1/4 of their patients had 3 or more flare-ups per year, which says that there's a real disconnect between what people are experiencing and what they're actually talking about. So the point of this whole campaign is to let people know that you don't have to suffer in secret or in silence. That there's nothing to be embarrassed about, and be honest with your doctor and talk to them. And there are a number of different types of treatments available.
Now, is this hereditary? Is this something that you worry about for you and now your new baby?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I played a doctor on TV a little bit, so I'd love to I'd love to sound really smart and act like I know, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not up to with all those medical facts.
Now, how are you campaigning other than talking to folks like me? Do you have any kind of campaigns that you're doing as well to raise awareness?
What we're doing is satellite media press tour today.
Right.
Talking to I think 32 different outlets, and then a number of other.
Fun.
Yeah, there are a number of other different things planned on other days, but the big thing is the website, voicesofUC.com.
And what else is going on in your career these days? Do you have any special projects in the works? I know you're always busy.
I was really busy at the beginning of the year, and then I kind of shifted over into and put the focus on baby. But what that actually allowed me to do was develop and produce a number of different projects. So as soon as I catch up on all my sleep, I will I'll put those into action.
But you know what's interesting, James, is most of the time mothers take time off to care for their children, and it's so cool that fathers are doing that now.
Well, as long as you can afford to do it, it's certainly rewarding. I'll tell you that. Like you asked about diaper duty before. I mean, that's kind of my time to bond with her. I can't breastfeed her as much as I might like to, but so the time that I really get is kind of changing those diapers and then just staring at her.
Forever, right?
Yeah. I mean, other people's kids were never that interesting. All of a sudden you have your own, and they're just endlessly fascinating.
Yeah. It's amazing how in love you can become and not even realize it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, she's completely got me. She's completely got me wrapped around her finger.
So after you take some time off, do you have what projects are you producing?
I've got an unscripted show that I'm producing. I've got a scripted television show that I plan on starring in, and also another television series that I won't star in, and then a film. So got a lot on my plate. It's been fun to to really kind of put the time and effort and energy into stories that I want to see told. And,
do you have names for these projects? Or?
I do. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx it. You know,
Right.
before it's in Hollywood, nothing's ever a sure thing until it's on your television set.
I know. I hear ya.
But it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it.
Now, speaking of television, how are you feeling about the whole fall lineup this year? Are you watching anything?
I haven't really been watching all that much. Nothing's really caught my eye. Is there anything good out there that I'm missing?
That's a loaded question.
I mean, it is a little loaded, I guess.
I guess, I'm still a big Modern Family fan.
That's a great show. Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah. And I'm sure you probably don't have, time to watch television because you're so exhausted.
Yeah, it's, we made sure that we went out and saw as many movies as we could before the baby actually arrived.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And you guys got married in August in Tel Aviv, so that must have been quite the romantic wedding.
It was great. It was exactly what we wanted. It was small, it was focused and perfect.
Wonderful. Well, James, thank you so much for lending your voice, no pun intended.
Absolutely.
To this campaign, and I look forward to talking to you next time.
All right. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye.